Quick new video.
One of the best dates I ever had, I was living in DC, and this was when The Devil Wears Prada was out. Anybody who knows me knows I can quote The Devil Wears Prada from top to bottom. Like, I love that movie. And I had never taken a train ride before, so we took the train from DC to New York. He took me to Nobu 57, and this is like when Nobu was like just starting to pop, because he was in every rap song. So like it was like, oh, we going to Nobu tonight. So we went to Nobu, and then the next day he took me to see The Color Purple. After the play, he took me to Smith and Lewinsky, which was the restaurant that Meryl Streep had Anne Hathaway go get her lunch. And when she brought it, she goes, "Oh, I don't need it. I'm going to have lunch with Demarchier." And she was like pissed. So she takes the plate and throws it in the sink, and the plate cracks and all this stuff. So we went there. We got the exact same steak that Meryl Streep had ordered, or that Anne Hathaway had ordered for Meryl Streep. And I was like, this is the most thoughtful Valentine's Day I've ever had, and probably still one of the most thoughtful weekends. So it's like really planned out for me. And then we got back home. He bought me my first Louis Vuitton bag, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is great. And then I found out that he was a scammer. Yeah. They always say when things seem to be too good to be true, they probably are. And I was like, Lord, how does this man work for the government and he's scamming? He had this man, and I don't want to be stereotypical, because if you live in Atlanta, we know there's a lot of scammers. And most of them are of African descent.
So no, it is a stereotype. It is a stereotype. But yeah, let's ride out.
He had this African friend who he owed him some money. And he's like, hey, baby, can whatever his name was put this money in your account? So I was like, sure. So I wake up one morning and there's like, I wake up and there's like a negative $1 million on my bank statement. I'm like,
emotional damage.
I'm working for the government. I know I ain't making no $1 million. I'm like, and who put out $1 million? It wasn't saying negative. So I called the bank and they were like, oh, that's because there's a fraud alert on your account, because the money that was deposited the other day was actually stolen. What? Y'all, I cannot make this shit up. So like on my lunch break, I had to go to Bank of America and put out an affidavit to let them know it wasn't me. And they're like, no, we know it wasn't you. And but I couldn't have an account with them for like years because of that. It was crazy. So you got to be careful who you date and get to know people.
Yep. You see? See how that works? I remember I said in one of my videos that sometimes women's hypergamy kicks them in the ass. This is one of them. Okay? This is one of them. I was like, well, because people ask me on Twitter, Boris, how can you say that? You know, women's hypergamy, you know, they want to get with guys that, you know, that are high value. They want to marry up and all this and that has 6 figures and all that. But, well, I'm here to tell you, hypergamy is kicking some women in the ass because they're so blinded by what the man has, what he got, you know, in his bank account. They don't see the rest of him. They see the status, the image of him, but not the actual character, not the actual person, and don't even vet these men that they're dating. And that's why women make terrible choices when it comes down to men, you know, because they always think about money first. Money first. It's all business. You know what I'm saying? It's all business. So in that part of her life, you know what I'm saying, what she was talking about here, and you know, what she said in the beginning, she said that was one of her best dates. And she got scammed. How? How can that be your best date and you got scammed? See, it's all about the glitz and glamour. What you do, what you take her out to eat and places to go, and nothing about the character of the man. I mean, this man could be a serial killer, and they will still love that man for what he brings to the table. But then, when it's all said and done, when they found out this man is terrible, you know, after all these things that happen, sometimes it'd be too late. Sometimes they get into deep trouble because, of the man. Sometimes women go to the next dimension because of a man, you know. And she's talking about this guy like, you know, You know, he was putting chicken nuggets with some hot sauce on combos on their date, but you know, he was a scammer. So you gotta watch out for these men, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Please keep your hypergamy nature, your hypergamous nature in check, because some of these women are unethical and unhealthy with their hypergamous nature. So again, this goes to show you that sometimes, shoot, most of the time these days in these streets, women's hypergamy can kick them in their own ass, and men can use women's hypergamy to bait and do Jedi mind tricks to them. That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, hopefully, you know, she realized it. I hope she, you know, she changed her ways and changed the type of men that she wants. I haven't seen this whole video yet. I don't even know her from a can of paint, but it was one person that recommended me this video, and my mom. Hello, Mom. There's, you know, and I wanted to check her out, see what she's all about, because she was in my recommendations when it comes down to, you know, my front page of my videos, and I just want to see what's up. But yeah, let's have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comments down below what you think about this video. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you new. I do a variety of videos here, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.